Hi, I'm Dmitry and we're at JCrete.
And hi, I'm Yorgos. We're here on Crete, which is my island, and we're going to do some coding, which...
Yeah, FizzBuzzWoof with TCR in Kotlin.
And I know nothing about Kotlin.
Great.
And he's going to teach me.
Yeah, cool. So I started the timer for 2 minutes.
Cool. Okay.
So we have an empty function. So
yeah, so I guess the first test is for fizz, right?
yeah, sure. Yeah, sounds good to me.
Simpler test?
Yeah, well, we'll start with 1 or...
Let's start with fizz. So
Yeah,
print fizz if when
number is 3, I think.
is 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Kotlin. So how do I need to write any kind of given when then stuff in here?
No, you can just do normal JUnit things.
Oh, okay.
Just normal JUnit, so if you do an assertion,
Okay.
that should work.
So then, new FizzBuzz, right? We'll have a class FizzBuzz, or is it going
Just
to be a
function
static?
might do. Just a function. In Kotlin, you can just define function without classes.
Okay.
You don't need class.
Okay. So then we'll call FizzBuzzWoof.
Yeah,
or
sounds good.
FizzBuzzWoof with a number.
3.
3?
So, yeah, that will
Is
work.
that how it goes? Do we need any?
And then we need some assertion or something. How we do
Does it return the value?
If we want, yeah, maybe that's better.
Yeah. So maybe how do I define a variable? Is it like def?
Or val, you can do val.
Yeah. So val is the, I don't want to call it result. What should we call it?
String? I guess it kind of converts number to a string.
Oh.
So what do we call it? String will do.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we expect this string to be equal to something, to fizz.
Well, the number fizz, yeah.
So we can do sort equals. If we
So this is the JUnit stuff, okay.
Yeah, this is Kotlin test, but it
Now
will
this
be
is assert equals, and then which one is first, the expected or the...
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I don't like that. I always have to look it up.
Yeah. So this is actually expected.
Okay.
And
Expected
this is
first,
the-
and then the
Yeah, and then we want to create this thing. It'll say it will be n.
Oh, did it fail? Did it? We're
Well,
not.
we cannot-
Right.
no.
This is TCR.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry,
So
I was
we
doing
have-
TDD.
We have to do this, I guess. Right, and if we run this...
Private fun.
Oh yeah, so we define a function inside this class. We could do this maybe.
Also, the test is in the class itself.
Yeah, just for simplicity. Yeah, and I was like,
Cool.
you probably, to avoid switching between files, you
Okay.
with that? So, yeah, can I run it? So unlike Java, there's the return type after names and
function. We could maybe extract this. I was looking if it's the same, the spelling.
you want a constant.
Yeah, we can extract a constant.
This field, what should I call it? Like this. Fizz.
And this is if we want to define a constant, is it still val or is it?
Yeah, there is a way.
Private const val.
It is still val, but you mark it as const. Did I just lock it?
It's going.
Oh, it's going. Cool.
Yeah, still there. Cool. So then, run it.
Yeah, we have to do it at some point. Shift F10, or you can click on those things. Dangerous die. Okay, it passed and committed.
Okay.
So
is that?
Yeah.
That's only a warning.
Yeah. So it didn't fail.
Oh right.
And
Yeah. So then let's go for the next test.
Yeah, sure. You can type test and tab if you do lowercase test.
Oh.
And
Oh.
yeah.
Ah, cool. So then this is prints buzz when number is 5?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It doesn't print though, right? Even in the previous
Or
case.
yeah,
Didn't really
print.
print, it's just...
Returns.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
And returns, so fizz.
Mm,
Is there
yeah.
any way I can have here a reference to the constant?
Oh, wow, no. Good question. I
Can I
don't
do
think
string interpolation, like something like this?
with dollar, but in strings, not in function names. Unfortunately, that would be, because like your function name referring to a constant, it could actually work, but it becomes kind of meta programming, I guess, in a way. So your function name depends on the constant.
Yeah, yeah. So you can sort of do this in Groovy with, but you can. I'm not sure if you can do it with constants. You can reference parameters if it's a parameterized test. You can reference the parameters
In the test name.
in the test name.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So returns. Yeah. Buzz when numbers 5.
So I'll copy paste that then for simplicity. So this is 5 and it should be buzz. And so I'll create buzz.
Yeah.
This. What's going on? And that's the problem here now. We need to implement it.
Yep.
So what are we saying? If n equals 5, return buzz. That's the dumbest thing I can think of.
Yeah.
Run.
That's yeah. Let's do it.
No pressure.
Woo! Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So
Woof is 7. So should we go for 7 then?
yeah, that seems to be the next test. I wonder if we should inline the method call, as we're copy pasting all the time. It seems weird.
Yeah, I agree. I wanted to suggest it with, and that's 7. Run.
73777 Wolf. Yes.
Yeah, cool.
That's good to me.
Good.
Yeah.
So what he meant is aligning this.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Oh, what's the shortcut?
I just
Command
Command N.
N.
The standard shortcut is just disabled dialog. If it's one
Yeah,
usage, it's just doing it. So I can run it now because that was refactoring. We're gonna save it. Cool.
All right. So then, do we get into more combination stuff?
Yeah, we also don't have any normal numbers, right? Like 1. I'm not sure what's going on with 0 and negative numbers. Is it only for positive numbers? What about -3? I never thought about it. But.
Let's write a test for it then. I mean, so do we know the specs? So returns what when number is negative?
Oh, wow.
What's mod of it's it won't. Oh, this is one of those questions that you
Maybe
wish you can bring back.
No, maybe we should do just normal numbers. I think maybe that's.
No, come on.
You think so? Okay.
I mean, this is where exploring.
We should do -3 then. I would do more specific. It will be more symmetric to those other tests, right? If we do -3, very specific, and say returns fizz there, right? Yeah, when numbers are -3, so we do -3 over there.
Yeah.
So don't run.
Here should be fizz.
Yes.
Yeah. Should it?
Yeah. And then. Oh, that will work.
Yeah.
That will. You can run it. That's good.
Right. So I'm running.
Cool. Just work.
All right, and then let's go then to -5.
Yeah.
So buzz again. Yeah, number is -5. Buzz.
Yeah, and that's what you were asking,
now
right?
is
There is a .ram function. Okay. Can type it. It's like here we can say, here we can say
rem.
5, remainder of 5.
Ah, okay.
And that,
Is there also a remainder name?
no,
Is it only rem?
yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. You wanted like full
No.
name, right?
Yeah, I mean,
There is
both. I mean,
there is also operator overload. This is more
okay.
classic.
Okay.
Maybe
Well, yeah.
can leave it as this. So I think if we run it, it will work. But I don't really promise. So can I run it?
Yeah. You're typing, so you'll just type it again.
Yeah, this works. Cool.
All right.
Are we doing then
Yeah,
7?
minus
Since we
7.
started down this path.
Yeah.
Turns woof. Number 8 -7. And then we need to do this thing for woof. Running.
Yep. That looks good.
Cool. I feel like there is a lot of kind
Yeah.
of duplication in
Yes,
terms of
yes,
it says
yes.
the same thing.
Yeah. Can we have parameterized tests?
We can. It's just the same as Java. I just not sure what's the easiest way to do it. So, yeah, maybe.
I heard, or I think someone mentioned in a session earlier, we were in a session about testing, and someone said you can have kind of data tables in tests in Kotlin. But
maybe.
maybe I
Yeah.
got that wrong.
No, it's totally doable. I'm sure it's just maybe we need some testing framework which we don't have here.
Oh.
So yeah, maybe we just stick to this then. Parent-write test, well, we could have a loop. That's another thing. I guess the downside will be that test names won't reflect what's going on. Okay, should we do just normal numbers though? Because we don't have normal. That's not a real implementation still. Right?
So let's go for returns number or returns 2. My number is 2. Or returns. Yeah, I mean, if we want to give a few more examples, I don't like the duplication going on here. That we'd have to kind of copy paste this over and over. Oh, so now this returns a string, right?
Yeah.
And then implementation. So then, probably do 3, and then return. Is it string dot?
We can do just end to string, I think.
Oh.
Although on line 41 it should be fizz.
Oh, yes. Ooh, that would have been some code gone straight.
Yeah.
We good?
Yeah.
Alright.
We'll be lucky.
So then let's do another number just for some, so that 2 isn't special. So maybe,
Oh wow, okay. Do you know what the result is though? I don't. Maybe is it?
Oh! Yeah, good point. So let's go for it would be nice if we could find a prime number. Let's go for something simple. Let's go,
31 is prime. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
We'll do 31, run. Doing it quickly because why not? That works. She said, duplication. Maybe I personally, I just put everything into one place just for illustration purposes. Something like that. I think even that is a bit more readable. Just
Hmm.
it's kind of a bit weird, maybe. Oh,
Maybe we can do it.
but you see what I mean, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
just that. I'll undo it.
Maybe some cases could be. So maybe it could be the fizz cases, the buzz cases, and the woof cases.
Yeah,
Mm.
probably. Chance, fees, like that.
So, or
And then we include all fizzes
returns
into there.
fizz correctly, or returns fizz.
When it's divisible by 3.
Yeah.
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 So,
We're not gaining a lot. I mean, it's in towards the right
Yeah.
direction, but
mm,
still duplication, right?
yeah. It's also, we don't have all the cases here because we don't
Yeah,
have combinations.
Yeah.
So should we go down this path of divisible by 3? Like that. Divisible by 3.
Mm.
No, you're not happy. But then the problem will be like a divisible by 5 and the assertions go into both, right?
Yeah, that's what
not
it's,
gonna work.
kind of sticking on. So yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe unless I'm very biased now because this is like a perfect case for a parameterized.
Oh, I see.
Should we look it up to see if
We can do maybe something simple like a loop instead of parameterized test. I mean, can we
Yeah,
just do
yeah,
a loop
yeah.
instead? Or
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we can have like, or, so maybe it's a map of the kind of the
Yeah,
then
try
rather
that.
than the
Yeah, I agree. That's an interesting idea. Let's try that. Just looking up can take a while, right? And who knows?
So then val test cases maybe. Or,
Yeah, sounds good. Then there is no literal equals, and there are no literals for maps. Like in Groovy, it's a map of. No, sorry, can do that. It's a map of lowercase. Lowercase map of this one, and then you don't need type parameter; it will infer it.
Alright. Oh. So I can just go here, or you mean?
Just delete angle brackets and just do things here.
Oh, so I can have like 3, and then the
Fizz.
returns fizz.
Yeah, but then instead of colon, you need to put 2. If you
The what?
2.
2.
TO, yeah. So this is a function name which creates a data class of type pair, and it's an infix function, so that's why you can put spaces around it. So it's not a special syntax, it's just a function. Yeah.
Okay. And then the pair is so the pair of int b
Int and
3 to fizz, and then I can just continue. So
Yeah, that's
5 to buzz.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and you cannot have trailing commas, I think.
Uh,
Yeah, there is a proposal to
Yeah.
support them.
So, but then, is this the right way to do it for the map, or should we be doing it the other way around?
I think it doesn't really matter. It's all fine the way it is. So do this test test cases for each, and we'll have whatever we want here. It will be expected. Oh no, there's like actual. Wait a second. Input output. Right? Let's say this will be our input is number. Oh, it's maybe number. Maybe input output. So this. And then we'll have input. No, the other way around.
Yeah.
That should work. It's the wrong function name now.
Yeah, so
It's very generic. It's basically all tests. It works. Kind of thing. It definitely works.
let's come back to it after
Okay.
we get a feel about what it is.
Like that.
So-
So can I run this?
we're still keeping some. We still got the 5 and the 7, which we also have up there. So we can.
Oh yeah, just a bit worried that
No.
is it gonna work at all?
Best cases for each input.
I mean, just to keep steps ridiculous, can I run it? Just so that
Do we? Would we get any error if this test is empty?
No,
Maybe.
no, it should be right. Yeah, you're right. There was previous
Maybe.
change, not reverted. I'll put it back to what it was like this, just for now.
Okay.
So can I run this?
What's the warning, by the way?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Maybe
It says for each message should be replaced. Oh, right. Did the run for each.
Oh.
So, well, I think the difference like this, if I navigate to it, this is an actual Java code. And it's, oh, sorry, I'll just show quickly. So this is defined on map in Java util, right? And the other thing which it wants, I'll suggest, it's this function which is defined in Kotlin as an extension function on map interface. I'm not entirely sure like what is exactly wrong with just using Java directly, but it wants the suggest.
Yeah. Okay, so I get to run it now, yeah?
Yeah, hopefully it works. Wow. Yeah, it's gonna be boring though to watch because we don't have failures. It never auto-reverts. Like just happy times all the time. So yeah, now we should maybe delete those 5, 7 for sure because we're already doing it. And you want to parameterize where you don't have -3 and 5 there when you just basically refactoring. I think it's pretty good for refactoring because I mean TCR is pretty good because if your refactoring is wrong, just go back to last good state.
Yeah. So then, yeah, I was just noticing the test passed 6, and it's not exactly true, right? Because in here we're really hiding 3 tests, and so I just didn't quite like that.
Oh, but yeah, it's just because we're doing this cheap parameterization, like manual. So
now what I was thinking is that if I do this, I was kind of thinking if I could like do fizz to like and then an array of possible values that return fizz, but then
I don't mind. Let's do that. We just need to wrap them all then. Well, in the first place, we need to swap key and value, right?
Yeah, should we do that first? So fizz 2, 3, buzz 2, 5, and 2, 7, and so now it's
just output.
Output. Input. And you can continue the rest.
I think we can run. Right?
No, we didn't change it here, right? Or no, you're right. We can run.
Well, it's also, is it correct?
Well, if it fails, we'll finally have something interesting to watch.
Like expected output. Yeah, it's all good. And then we wanted to have it as a list. Again, no string literals, we just do list of like that. And then it is actually strongly typed, but you can do specify type explicitly, so that's the actual type, so it infers it correctly. Now our input is the wrong type because it's a list of ints. So it's actually inputs now. Plural, right? Then we want to iterate over each of them, so again doing it manually. So definitely a feature from Groovy, default name of type arguments is it.
We have that here,
Yeah, Kotlin just totally copied it from Groovy.
Nice.
So if I run this, it should work. I'm running, sorry. It's too late. Yay.
No.
Then
let's make it interesting. Let's not.
So that's what we did. -3 or minus. I guess everything. Well, also then if we go down this road, maybe it should be automated. We could just make all numbers negative, you know. If we had 7 or 14, why don't we have minus 14?
Yeah.
So this is...
And we can get rid of all this now.
Yeah. And yeah, then we have, but yeah, run this again. We still don't have combinations. That's
yeah, that's baby steps. Or so then we go to the numbers.
Yeah.
So then,
two.
List of
2.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a bit annoying.
And then same for 31.
Yeah, looks good to me. It's like a save button, I think. Say, I want to save my file.
Control S.
Yeah, true. They got rid of Control S and now we introduced it back.
Right, combinations.
Yeah.
So what's the test? Oh,
FizzBuzz.
should we add it here or should we add it?
I think now we can add in everything here, I suppose.
So let's say FizzBuzz.
Yeah.
So how do I concatenate?
Plus, just like in Java.
Plus buzz.
I'm not too sure about, priority of operators. I hope it will work.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it will not type check if it doesn't work, I think.
So
15.
3 and 5, yeah.
I can do 3 multiplied by 5. No, no trailing income.
Yeah. Oh.
No.
Implementation. So then we start to create a. Should we create like a string buffer or something and append the value?
Yeah, if you want. Let's do that. I guess the classic way to do it. So yeah, we can do what result string. Do it there.
Yeah.
Although we could have just a string and append things to it.
Yeah.
Right. That's. I think at least it used to be that it's equivalent to string builder anyway. Just that's the bytecode. We can check bytecode later if you want. Basically, that's what you were suggesting, right? Something like that.
Yep.
So I'll just do this like bulk update. Then in Kotlin, this has to be var, otherwise it doesn't let you mutate things by default. Then here, then it's not so trivial. You have to say if it's empty or something. What do you think if it's empty? Then we do that. Otherwise, we return results. Something like that. You think it's...
If result is empty... So is empty checks that it's still... Yeah? Okay. And then the string, the number, or we return the result. Yeah? No. Let's do it.
I think the interesting thing... No... The guy... Didn't work.
You're wrong.
We can look maybe at errors. Oh, it's because of the order of things. So it was expected FizzBuzz, but it was buzz fizz. So we almost
because we've done it.
Okay, I'll redo it. Fizz plus buzz. That will be list of 15. And then we need the var results. Empty. Yes, it has to be like that.
Yeah. And then again so result plus equals so it's
I might need parents. Yeah.
Else result.
Return, you kind of have to say return. Not like in Groovy, not as cool.
Can
And I think I forgot comma over there at the top. I forgot comma there for sure. Just it's all red. One line above 15.
Oh.
Forgot comma.
So this is the same as before with just the order, right?
Yeah, I just reordered ifs and that was the problem. But
yeah,
I think you can also do this thing in this Kotlin thing that if else is an expression. So you can, if you go move cursor to if, just lift return out of if. So you can return if else because if else is an expression.
right.
It looks a bit nicer, I guess.
Yeah, I kind of. Well, I prefer it to the one that was before. Still prefer the groovy one.
Groovy one.
Well, I mean, yeah, with just you just leave the return value without the explicit return keyword. But okay, so yeah, let's go add some more test cases because our implementation now should cover
everything. Right? I hope it does.
So FizzBuzzWoof to list off.
I'll do this. I don't want to count. Oops, 5, 7.
Okay.
So that should be FizzBuzzWoof. So
and then let's go for.
Can I do this? Sorry, I'm already running. Yeah, it did work. And then what?
FizzWoof, or sorry, BuzzWoof.
Okay. BuzzWoof. That's 3, 7.
It's 5, 7. BuzzWoof.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. 5, 7.
Yep.
Yeah. And
FizzWoof. And then maybe let's change the 15 to 3 times 5, so it's more uniform like this. Yeah, better.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, so what if we don't give it a number? We still don't have a test case for that.
Don't give it a number.
If the input is not a number.
Oh. How?
Oh.
What do you mean?
Oh, you mean? Oh, yeah, it's an int. Or maybe try the integer long. What's it?
Max.
Max value. Yeah.
Interesting. What? I don't know what we expect, but yeah, let's do it. List of integer. What's this? It will fail for sure.
No.
What did it say? Yeah, just return this. It's not too exciting. So we could just copy that into there. I think this should work.
Yeah. Well, can we do it like int dot maxval dot toString and then probably let's do a 0 as well, just because it's an unusual case.
What?
Didn't like
Oh, maybe if you do command 4, it will show us.
Oh.
So yeah, it was FizzBuzzWoof, it's divisible, right? 0 is divisible by everything.
Yes. So this was still okay. I was wondering if it was this. ToString. So this is okay, and then
0.
yeah. 0.
Yeah. Oh, cool. kind of like this now that we have lists everywhere. Just plugged it in to where it belongs.
What's another?
I think this is it. Kind of, well, mean value as well.
So
Should work.
is it? Yeah. Well, sure. I mean, let's do the min value. I was just looking at the overall.
Well, we never
Test,
named
right?
the test it works.
Yeah.
Although that's kind of what we're testing, just all possible values. Conversion to FizzBuzz.
It's like this is this is the test possible cases or possible test cases. Oh, well, I mean, no. No, I don't like that.
It's pretty much like the whole test all possible values. Maybe it doesn't matter too much. Maybe
Checks all known.
all possible inputs.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah. Guess maybe we should stop here because it's kind of
Yeah, I mean, kind of looking back now, I mean, the production code itself is, it's not too bad. The test code, I'm not so sure about. I mean, yeah.
Well, just as some attempt to
yeah.
manually do parameterized tests, because we deliberately kind of said like, no, we're not using a library, so let's just do a loop.
Okay.
Yeah, but I agree. It's a good point that it could be better, maybe expressed.
Cool.
Yeah, cool. So, how do you find TCR?
Well, it's, I mean, it was what we were talking about, like the kind of the save button, right? It's when we used to still use that. It's like I know I'm safe that I haven't lost my work in case something crashes because IDs weren't as stable back then, and you had the stuff that wasn't saved, or you were kind of expecting it to see the changes maybe in the browser or something else, and it's. So I kind of like this now that it's commit. What does the commit log look like?
Wow, it will look silly. It's like, well, in the first place, the question is what should be in the commit message. You see it's from previous stuff, just reusing previous commit message, so it's not useful.
Yeah.
But then the whole argument is that if you committed such a tiny thing, do you even need to write a commit message? Probably not.
Probably not. Do you then kind of at some point go back and rewrite history to give a more meaningful message?
Maybe even squash it. I don't have preference. I don't have preference. I would just reuse, make sure the first commit message is what I want, the feature description, and I just keep doing it. But it's,
So I don't know. I mean, with TCR, is it so if you want to open a merge request or a pull request, and you want someone else to look at it?
Well, I'm not doing it in the first place. We're not doing pull requests, and in the second, I don't use it on real code basis.
I imagine when you get to that, where you have to kind of submit it for a code review.
Yeah.
Some more meaningful commit message.
Yeah. Also, just reviewing it, you don't want to review. Maybe it will be easier to review because you'll see lots of tiny steps, like a video. There's a scroll button.
It's kind of like, I mean, if you could kind of replay it, it's like a real time of what we were doing, right? It's a real time. If you took you took a diff and kind of played it. We should.
Just keep applying.
It's a product idea. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
cool. Free for the world. You know, take it, make a product out of it.
Yeah.
It's going to be cool. You're going to be rich.
Cool. Yes. Yeah. Let's stop here then.
Yeah. Thanks.
Cool. Yeah, thank
It was
you.
fun.